Hey, thanks for joining me. Love Them Knives, LTK here. We got Gemini. Yeah, we got some Gemini in here. And this is Laconico design. And he's done a bunch of designs, right? The Ursa Minor and all kinds of different designs with Kizer, including a Gemini, but this is a Gemini of a different nature. This is a smaller Gemini, and it's got that Damasteel blade in it. You can see it says the designer's name, Laconico, in here. If we can get the right angle, because this is very shiny Damasteel on this Gemini, and this is the Vinland pattern. There's two different patterns. They're going to make 200 pieces. And this is the D1, 2471D1. And the other one is this Odenheim, which is a different pattern of Damasteel. And this is the 2471D2. So you want the D1 or the D2, depending on which pattern of Damasteel you want. This is the Odenheim, H-E-I-M, and this is the Vinland, V-I-N-E-L-A-N-D. Interesting, huh? And they come, Kizer's really stepped up their game. I thought, oh, well, this is their presentation box for a limited edition, because these are limited to 200 pieces each. But no. This is the same box that I got when I got the Basalt. So, I mean, the Basalt's not a limited whatever. So, interesting there, huh? You can see, I mean, this is completely, this is this Damascus grain all the way through. It's a stainless Damascus, made in Sweden. Looks like it's weight relieved on the inside. I did not take these apart. I don't know. I didn't see a point in it necessarily. You could see in here it's weight relieved. These are small knives and they're very light. And I thought if I sell these on, probably be more to my advantage after reviewing them that they had never been disassembled. So, and you've got the pinwheel pivot, which that's been done, hasn't it? Like to death with the Kizer knives. I'm not going to hyper focus on it. I noticed it. Does it go with this kind of a motif? I don't know. I think it's just if you let yourself go crazy and hyper focus on it, maybe it'll get to you. But there's a lot of knives that have very similar, go with a pivot design for a long time. So hard to say. Not that Kizer always uses this pivot. They don't. But it's really smooth. This Laconico is, his designs are, and he's done some stuff with Vagnino as well, Michael Vagnino. So LV knives, that kind of deal. He's a LA guy, Los Angeles. But it's always very smooth, flowing, but very, sensible knives. In fact, if you did see the Mass Drop, they're doing a Laconico knife through Mass Drop, and We Knives is making it, I believe. And so you had some options on that for color and whether you wanted handles in the scale, that kind of thing. So there you go with that. Good looking knife though. Over travel stop, hardened steel insert in the lock bar. Obviously, you have a milled titanium pocket clip, milled titanium backspacer. And the action's really good on these knives. Both of them. Let's just bang them around together. Yeah, really good on both of them. About the same. Really they don't seem very different from each other in that respect. The pattern's different though. You want to compare patterns. See, this is Vinland, and this is the Odin. I just, This, and of course, this pattern is going to kind of vary probably depending on the knife that you get. But see where down here at the flipper tab thing, that's just a big round circle there. And this is a bunch of lines, like a vine line. So that's how I'm telling them apart. Otherwise, who would know? Other than, of course, you'll be able to tell them apart because this is a D2, this is the D1. So the D1 is the Vinland, the D2 is the Odenheim. So you got it that way. So you won't get them confused if you get one of each. And I'm going to give you the link to White Mountain Knives, where you can buy these. They're still in stock. And really, they're small. They're easy to carry. The action's really good. They're good-looking knives, aren't they? Dang. They are. And if you like the smaller, and you know, it's kind of trending that way. So, yeah. So far, so good. Next. You know, we got to check them, right? Okay, yeah, I believe you. So, yeah, they're sharp. Kind of cool. So these are smaller than the other Gemini that they've had. And let me see if I got some inflammation on them. Basically, I just printed it off of White Mountain Knives. So this is the Vinland. $289, I think. So with a 10% discount, LTK is the discount code, $28.90. So almost $30 off. If you're going to get one, this would be the place to get them. You know what I'm saying? Blade length, not even 3 inches, 2.87. Overall length, under 7 inches, 6.67. 2.8 ounces. Limited edition, numbered out of 100. Okay, so I was saying 200, but that's, I mean, 100 per each. Now, I saw somewhere else where they said 200, and I assumed it was 200 each model. But I guess, according to this, it's 100. And then this is the one for the Odenheim. And then, see, these are the other collaborative knives he did. Here's the Gemini. And this is obviously a 3.1, 7.25. This is a bigger knife. Okay, out of stock. You like that? And then the Intrepid, he did as well. And the Ursa Minor, he did as well. And there's a new one that has not come out yet called the Yorkie. And I think the Ursa Minor was, there was a regular one, which I think this, and I think there's a smaller version of this. There's a larger and smaller of the Ursa Minor. So you can see a lot of similarities in, you know, just a regular, nice, contoured handle. Very smooth, very nice. Fit and finish is great. You know, all the lines are very smooth, no sharp edges. Well done. You've got a little sharpening choil up here up front, a little bit. No, you actually, well, there's a little choil up front. I don't know if that's really going to help you much with the sharpening. I guess you can get your stone right down there, but you might be impacting this area here. So, yeah. In any case, there's no jimping up here on top of the blade. No jimping on the flipper tab. Lanyard hole, yes. It looks like it's tubed through the back spacer. Yes. Weight relieved on the top. A little bit on the bottom near the back here. Down in here. Pretty knife. I mean, the pocket clip needs to be somewhat substantial because the knife overall is very small. See that? Let's kick the, to confirm our, yeah, about not quite 2 7/8 inches, depending on where you want to measure to. So 72 or 3 millimeters, 6.5 overall, 16.5 centimeters. Let's see blade stock. 3mm, not quite, close. 2.96 apparently, and 0.115 inches. Overall thickness 0.43, so a little thinner than the Paramilitary 2 at 10.1 millimeters. Paramilitary 2, fancy out here, and so she is bigger, much bigger if you want to compare the size. Here as well. In this aspect ratio, she'll look bigger. The Para 2 will look bigger than the Gemini for sure. This one makes the Gemini look a little bit larger than it would ordinarily in the aspect ratio. All right, and super light, well, let's find out. Yeah, 2.6 ounces, very light. 73.6 grams. Wow. I like them. Very light, good looking, well made. Fit and finish is really good. Of course, the design, very nice. Now, let me show you the box real quick. Let's try and separate these two so they don't clank together. Here's the box, and this is the one that is the D2 Odenheim. Okay, but both boxes are the same. In any case, you slip this cover out, and you have this where it opens like this. So this box is very different than the previous Kizer box. And then at the very top, you have this nice little Pendaflex. You got a little folder here. It's really strange. But so you got all this. You got the microfiber cloth here. And then you've got paperwork. See? That you can pull out. Warranty information, that kind of stuff. And then pictures on the back. Interesting. So you got all that. And what else do we have in here? Well, this is the little, inside this folder. See, it's this. So you put these two together. Or at least I do. Like this. In just this little folded piece of paper here. And then you put them into here, you know. And they just sit in a little indentation on the top that is supported by this ridge around here. And then inside you have a pouch. And these are different than the zipper pouches that are the camo. While, you know, a lot of people didn't like that camo and stuff. So this is different. Velcro, not zipper. Open it up and you have plastic where the knife goes in. So goes in plastic, goes in the zipper, in the Velcro pouch, in here. Paperwork on top. This bifold that apparently has some magnetic pull to it like that. And then inside the outer sleeve. So really cool that way. Take a look at these knives. Limited to 100 each. I think they're a nice little piece. Now, 289 bucks, but unique, yeah, so let's just say 290 minus 30 is 260. Is it worth 260 bucks? I mean, after the LTK discount code? Wow. Yeah, I would say so, actually. Now, does limited edition in a Kizer knife, is that as significant as limited edition in a ZT knife? No, probably not for 90% of us. So, or Benchmade or something like that. But still, the nice quality Obviously a designer that's really up and coming, doing the mass drop thing, doing a lot of stuff for Kizer, and of course custom knives as well that have been reviewed by a lot of muckety mucks on YouTube, you know, pretty important reviewers. So yes, and teaming up with Bagnino, so on the LV knives. So well, getting a lot of press out there. Laconico is. I like it. I like the knives. Hey guys, you can come back in now. No, we're gonna let you go. Hey, appreciate you stopping by. Really cool, really neat, interesting, different packaging on these now. And they're slender, they're light, they're small, they're not cheap. But then again, really net, I mean, most of your Wii knives are about $250 with S35 VN. So really, in a limited edition with the Damasteel, I think it's reasonable. I think it's reasonable. Like the packaging, like the knives, like the design. There's a lot to like, and the function's really good. Ergos are obviously good. The nice contoured titanium scales, they're good. I think they've done a lot of things right here. I guess you could bitch and moan about the pivot if you wanted to, that design, but there's nothing else on the design that I'd really probably, you know, these are not heavy use knives, and probably going to be a lot of save queens out there since it's a limited edition. You can go get you a regular Gemini, you know, for a lot less money. But although, I mean, figure it out. I mean, just the Intrepid 220, I mean, you're just paying $40 more. So I don't know. You know, I try and fish it around in my brain and try and figure out. But yeah, I think this is a pretty reasonable deal, and maybe collectible going forward. All right, gonna let you go. Hey, thanks for stopping in. We'll be back at you with another knife review in not too long, because you know what we do around here. We love them knives. So you guys out there, stay sharp, my friends.